All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We hit 10,000 subscribers again. We want to thank everybody again. Trey, if you want to pull that 10,000 subscribers up, if you guys comment llama on any of our videos up until Super Bowl, you will be entered into winning $1,000 from us. The only catch is, come Super Bowl Sunday, you have to be in the chat to claim the prize. We're going to have a live at halftime. You have to be in the chat to claim the prize, and you have to comment llama on any of the videos up until the Super Bowl. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want. NBA, NFL, college basketball. It doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. We also have a new game. It's going to be Trey and myself versus the Bear Pack. You can call it Pros versus Joes if you want. I don't really like the name because I don't consider us pros. I don't consider you guys Joes. But Trey, if you want to go to the YouTube channel, this is how you guys play. You're going to go to our YouTube channel. You're going to hit the community tab. We've been in the community tab a lot this season. You're going to go to the community tab. We have our plays for the day. So obviously the intro is not going to have plays for today, but these are our plays for our next video. It's the Pelicans -2.5, the Heat -5, Quinnipiac -4.5, and Wisconsin -10.5. Those are Trey's and myself's plays. What you guys are going to do is pick which one you think will not hit, meaning you're going to fade us, which is Pros versus Joes, which is the game called, but you guys are going to try to pick which one is not going to hit. If you guys win, you're going to get a point. If we win, we're going to get a point. We're going to run it Friday through Friday every single week. Whichever team has the most wins, so 4-3, 6-2, whatever it is, that person or group will win $50. If the community wins, we're going to do a wheel spin for the community. If we win, I don't know how we're going to get our cheddar, but you guys are just going to have to subscribe, I guess, more. But that's the game. Hopefully everybody understands it. Trey, let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get into some NCAA basketball picks and props for Wednesday, January 24th slate of games. Trey, have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I am 0-0. Currently watching my game, and it is a slobber knocker. Western Michigan, they are just honestly dominating. I gave out Western Michigan -5.5 versus Eastern Michigan in the Battle of Michigan and Western Michigan. Last time I checked, that they are up by 16 points. Currently in an official review, maybe some dirty plays going on in a rivalry game. Who knows?
Yeah, Mac, anything can happen. I do want to say, Trey, I'm going to give you credit here. 1 second into the game, Western Michigan lost the tip, and all 5 starters slapped the floor. Trey texted me and said, this game's over. So if they do end up covering the spread, kudos to you for calling that on the first second of the play. I've got the over 155.5 between South Carolina and Kentucky, the worst shooting performance of Kentucky all season long. They've only got 50 points with 4 minutes left in the game. So I'm going to go 0-1. When you're cold, you're cold. I'm going to try to heat up here and try to put out a win for today. Trey, let's look at those plays. Have you start us off?
Yes, sir. And I'm going to be going with this High Point going up against South Carolina Upstate game. And this is going to be an interesting game to watch, only if you enjoy watching blowouts. Give me High Point here, -6.5 here in this game. I honestly think they're going to roll. They're simply the better team because High Point, they come to this game with a 16-4 record. They're also 12-5-1 ATS this season. And the Panthers, they are 3-3 on the road this year. That's earned them the number 12 ranking in the mid-major top 25 poll and the 133rd ranking in the KenPom. And South Carolina Upstate, they come this game with a 6-12 record. They're also 7-8 ATS. And the Spartans, they are 4-3 at home this season. That's earned them the 67th worst ranking in the KenPom. Like I said earlier, High Point, they're easily the better team. And the Panthers, they enter this game on an 8-game winning streak. And they've been putting up a ton of points over that span as well, because in those 8 wins, they've won those games by an average score of 84-75. So winning those games by an average of 9 points per game, which is covering the spread. And whenever we factor in that this South Carolina Upstate team is going to be the worst team they faced over that span, I could easily see a double-digit win here for High Point, especially whenever I did a deep dive here, because this is a juicy play. High Point, they entered this game as the number 1 team in the nation when it comes to free throws made per game with 19.4 and number 3 in the nation in total free throw attempts per game. And whenever we look at this South Carolina Upstate team, they absolutely love to foul. That's because they allow the 13th most free throws per game. There's 362 teams in college basketball, guys. They allow the 13th most free throws per game made with 17.7 made free throws per game. We're going to see High Point easily reach 20 made free throws here, not even talking about attempts. We're going to just watch High Point slowly but surely cover this spread. By the end of the game, it's going to be a double-digit win, guys. Give me High Point here, -6.5 for South Carolina Upstate.
Yeah, Trey, I like the play there. For my play today, we're going to be looking at Northwestern going up against Illinois. I know that a lot of people aren't very happy with the production of the game picks. Neither am I. I'm sitting a couple of games below 500, and I need to do better. But I'm going to tell people one thing right now. I'm not going to shy away from a big game, and nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to take Northwestern because they lost by 30 points in the first matchup without Terrence Shannon Jr. And Terrence Shannon Jr. is back for Illinois, and everybody's going to be on Illinois big in this one. Give me Northwestern plus 4.5 at home. Over the last 5 meetings between these two teams, dating back to 2021, Northwestern has lost 4 of those 5 meetings. The only one that they won was at home. They beat Illinois by 13 points. At home, in their other loss in 2022, they lost to Illinois by only 3 points. So over the last 5 meetings, Northwestern has not lost to Illinois at home by more than 4 points. Terrence Shannon Jr. back for Illinois makes them scary come March Madness time, but we aren't in March yet. This is regular season games. Anything can happen. Northwestern at home this season, they're 9-1, and they have a great win against Michigan State in their last home game. Illinois on the road, 2-2 on the season, and this is a massive game for Northwestern because they are 1 game back at Illinois right now for 3rd place in the conference. They're 2 games back from being at the top of the conference, and this would mean a lot if they were able to win this one. Don't underestimate Northwestern at home. Their crowd's going to bring the energy. The players are going to feed off that energy. They'll probably even win this game. I'm going to take Northwestern plus 4.5 as the play. Trey, let's go to the props. How do you start us off?
Yeah, guys, and I gave out Emmanuel Miller to go over 15.5 points versus Oklahoma State. That game tips off in exactly 10 minutes, so I'm excited to get off here and hopefully watch him pour in the buckets because he is a walking bucket.
Yeah, and I've got Trey Alexander, came out a little bit higher, over 16.5 points going up against Xavier. Hasn't started yet. Looking forward to watching him put on the points against Xavier. Trey, let's go to the props for tomorrow. How do you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go to one of Bears' favorite players. Give me Keion Brooks Jr. to go over 20.5 points versus Colorado. I really love this over for Brooks here in this game. We're going to see him easily put up 20-plus points in this one simply because that is what this dude does. Brooks, he comes in this game averaging 20.2 points per game, and he is just a walking bucket. That is the 23rd highest in the country. And Keion, he enters this game with some momentum as well, scoring 20-plus points in 8 out of his last 10 games. And like I said, he's just a pure scorer. 20-plus points is what he does. He just got to score 1 extra bucket for us to cash here, and I can easily see that happening here because he loves playing against Colorado. Brooks, he's been at Washington for 3 years now, and he's faced off against Colorado 4 times. And in those 4 games, he's averaging 19 points per game. That's been against his sophomore, junior, and senior season. So 19 points per game over that span is pretty impressive. I expect him to easily be able to score 21 points here in this one because Brooks, he's a different scorer this season, and I expect him to put that on display because he loves playing at home. Brooks, he's averaging 52% from the field at home and 40% from behind the arc. That's elite level shooting. Give me Keion Brooks to go over 20.5 points versus Colorado.
Yeah, Trey, you know I love Keion Brooks. Good play there. For my player prop today, it's going to be Kam Jones to go over his total points going up against DePaul. I'm going with Kam Jones today because he's one of the best scorers that Marquette has, and this is going to be an absolute blowout by Marquette as they beat up on DePaul. Marquette's one of the better scoring teams this season in the nation. They've put up 80-plus points in 4 consecutive games against this team, and if anybody's watched the Blue Demons play this season, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. They've got one of the worst performing defenses in the nation. They've given up 84-plus points in 3 of the last 4 games. They surrendered 100 points to Providence and 94 points to Villanova in 2 of the last 3 games. This is a great spot for Jones to come in, pour on 15-plus points, right around his average on the season. He scored 20-plus points in 2 of the last 3 games, and this is going to be a great spot for him to put up 20-plus points again as he goes up against this horrible defense. Give me Kam Jones over his total points as Marquette blows out DePaul as the play. Trey, let's go to the graphic. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going with High Point here, minus 6.5 versus South Carolina Upstate. I really love this game. I feel like it should just be a beat down here, so I love that we're getting, in my opinion, a pretty low number. I'm also going with Keion Brooks Jr. to go over 20.5 points versus Colorado. It is a perfect play. He's just a 20-plus point bucket guy, so I love this number.
Yeah, I'm going Northwestern at home, plus 4.5. Should be a great game against Illinois. And then Kam Jones, over his total points. DePaul, really, really bad defensively. Kam Jones can light up the scoreboard. Guys, that's going to do it for the NCAA Plays and Props for Wednesday, January 24th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Look at the leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube, and it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But If you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,